It's week 1 of the National.
To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won comeback player of the year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
First 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Now we get our first look at the hometown kid, rookie Kenny Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh, as he leads the Steeler offense out for their first possession. A first carry for the 2nd-year man. It's Najee Harris. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
Our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Right. second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here, but they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Now Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here we go. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. He's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
On the return is Olszewski.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level. First and 10, here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end, that's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on third down, here's Pickett.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Here we go.
It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Going to give this to Mixon.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 42 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring, he's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Miller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down.
And Hayden Hurst, only year as the unquestioned starter, hit 571 yards and 6 touchdowns for Atlanta. The Bengals, they remembered him when he was a player with the Baltimore Ravens and liked his game. So when they needed a new starter, he was their choice, and he gets them a first down here.
Now Burrow on first down. Again, that's Hurst. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the... Made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
To the air again, Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, here's Mixon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
That's the tight end Hurst with it. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run with Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll give it to Mixon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw completes a Freiermuth.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush record. Time. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Here we go.
2nd down and 3.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them up.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the sack on 1st down, Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote the word Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Another throw on. This one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Pickett. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is certainly playing well so far in this. They've just been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Here we go.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Pickett.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home.
Yard loss. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Burrow and the Bengals with a first and 10
at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another first and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Open man is Chase, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Again, it's Mixon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Burrow looking to pass. He completes it to Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A handoff to Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Burrow will throw. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
Touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic? To their final destination.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Open man here is Gentry, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow avoids the target, and he has it over the middle. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after... into the red zone, 1st down.
11, mighty. 11, MP. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up. Down at the 6-yard line.
Gun. Cut.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
11 Thomas. 12. 12.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I only think...
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Janovich. Out, and the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you...
Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now they work on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth from 10 yards out. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
11, Whitey.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
11 MT. 11.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to... That sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Again, it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Drew Sample from 8 yards out.
And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Still on his feet.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Bengals on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Here we go.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants... right where it is.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Pay attention.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Pickett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd and goal. Pickett to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Looking to throw, Pickett to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. One final shot for Pickett. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. And a turnover on downs. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1.